Triple bombshell in London. A journalist leaks a secret message about Rodrygo to Arsenal. The Gunners make their first bid for a new Martinelli valued at £84 million, and Viktor Gyokeres finally breaks his silence on a potential move. And to top it all off, Rashford to the Emirates. The fan base is completely divided. You won't want to miss a second of this video. Let's dive in. Another big day for Arsenal, and if you carry this club in your heart like we do, you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every victory, every signing, every heartbreak, we live it all together. Let's jump into today's news. Arsenal could be on the verge of pulling off one of the boldest transfers in recent times. Journalist Alex Crook revealed that he received a confidential message behind the scenes. Keep an eye on Arsenal regarding Rodrigo. Rodrigo is 23 years old, a regular for the Brazilian national team, and has registered 60 goal contributions over the last 2 seasons. But at Real Madrid, patience seems to be wearing thin. The imminent arrival of Kylian Mbappe is pushing the Brazilian toward the bench. That's because Vinicius Jr. is untouchable on the left wing, exactly where Rodrigo prefers to play. The result, Rodrigo has played 84% of his career out of position. At Arsenal, the scenario would be completely different. Saka dominates the right wing, while the left side is still split between Martinelli and Trossard, both inconsistent in big games, and more. Arteta loves versatile players who are intelligent without the ball. Rodrigo fits that profile perfectly. Technical, fast, and calm in decision making. Could the Gunners be preparing a surgical strike against the Spanish giants? And here's an interesting thought. Remember the last big Brazilian who left Real Madrid and thrived elsewhere? Casemiro at United, and before that, Robinho at City. Could Rodrigo be the next to prove he still has so much more to give? And there's more Brazilian heat on the radar. According to reports from Rio, Arsenal have submitted an initial offer for Igor Jesus, the 24-year-old striker from Botafogo. The forward has been described as a Martinelli clone, but with more physical presence. Arsenal previously tried a loan move in January, which was turned down. Now they've come back with a permanent offer. Botafogo are holding out for his £84 million release clause, but Arsenal are hoping to strike a deal closer to £30 to £40 million. In 2024, Igor has bagged 12 goals and 5 assists in 28 matches. What stands out is his ability to attack space and link up well with midfielders. He even describes himself as a blend of Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Martinelli. Aston Villa and West Ham are also in the race, but Edu Gaspar has strong ties with the players' camp from Brazil's youth national teams. So here's the real question. Should Arsenal bet big on a rising star, or wait for more proven names? Let's move on to a transfer saga that seems close to the end. Viktor Gyokeres and Arsenal. The Swedish striker was in tears after his last match for Sporting, and all signs point to a farewell. In 51 appearances this season, 53 goals and 13 assists. An absolute beast. He's the player with the most goal contributions in Europe, surpassing Mbappe, Haaland, and Kane. According to TBR Football, Arsenal have already spoken with the player's entourage, and Arteta sees him as a more team-oriented version of Haaland. And pay attention to what Gyokeres said after the game. My future? We don't know. Now it's time to celebrate this title. Sounds like a farewell, doesn't it? The obstacle? A £86 million release clause, which Sporting won't negotiate below. Will Arsenal go all in on a proper number 9, or stick with the false 9 system that's been working? And now, the bombshell that has divided Arsenal fans like few others. Rashford to Arsenal. According to reports from the English media, Manchester United would be willing to sell him for around £40 million. And Aston Villa, where the player once impressed on loan, doesn't have any purchase priority. Arsenal fans are at war on social media. On one side, those who see Rashford as an instant impact signing. He's fast, decisive, versatile, can play all 3 attacking positions, and has more goals and assists per minute than Martinelli, Trossard, and even Havertz. And the stats back it up. Despite United's poor season, Rashford still delivered 20 goal contributions in fewer minutes than Arsenal's main attackers. On the other hand, critics point to his mental inconsistency, off-pitch behavior, and the fact he's nearing 28. Plus, his £225,000 a week wages represent a heavy financial commitment, and Arsenal are usually more cautious with deals like this. Is Rashford still underrated, as Trent Alexander-Arnold once said, or has he already started to decline? The truth is, for that price, he becomes one of the most technically gifted and affordable assets in the Premier League. But the real question is he worth the risk? Meanwhile, Real Madrid has their eyes on the heart of Arsenal's defense. William Saliba, one of the most reliable center backs in Europe, is under contract until 2027, but with just 2 years left, the Spanish giant sense an opportunity. According to Ben Jacobs, Real hasn't shelved their Saliba plan, even after signing the young Dean Huijsen. The goal is clear: sign 2 ready-made center backs, and Saliba is tied at the top of their shortlist alongside Ibrahima Konate from Liverpool. Arsenal remains confident that Saliba will extend his contract, but with each passing day without an official announcement, the risk grows. And remember, this is exactly how Real Madrid landed Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. When they want someone, they wait, but they get them. Losing Saliba now would be a disaster for Arsenal's title ambitions. Arteta sees him as the best defender in the league, and his defensive stats back it up. Hey Gooner, it's crunch time. Which of these names do you want to see at Arsenal? Rodrygo, Igor Jesus, Gyokeres, Rashford, or maybe all of them? And what about Saliba? Should the board hurry up and get that renewal done, or do you trust he'll stay without drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all, and I'll highlight the best takes in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and as always, come on you Gunners!